I'm going to be reviewing the period app Clue. This is a pretty simple app as well. It has a few other like features to it that you can track as far as like your period cramps, sleep, your temperature. There is a fee for this app, this period tracker, so it's about $33 a year or $8 a month. Here's some different articles that is included in here. You also, when you're setting it up, you check mark what you're trying to do with the app. So you can track your period, which is what I clicked. You can say that you're trying to conceive, that you're pregnant, or that you're tracking symptoms of menopause, and perimenopause. So you can switch modes for that. It looks like here, this is when it's predicting when my next period will be, right? All right. So a pretty simple, but a few more advanced features in this period tracker. This one is called My Cycle. Very simple, very basic app. This was one of the more basic apps that I've reviewed so far. Basically, when you're setting it up, it asks you just a few simple questions about when you're, how long your periods are, how many days there are. There's a few statistics. So it's super simple, and then you can see expected period would be in the red kind of dotted line area here. Okay, so this might be a really good app for a newly menstruating child. If you're a child, or if yourself, if you're having symptoms that you want to track, maybe to share with your doctor, I would use a more sophisticated app for that. But if you're looking for something super simple, again, this was My Cycle. Okay, so go ahead and check that out. And like I said, I love that it's free, so that's kind of a nice thing as well. Okay, I'm going to be checking out another period app. It's called Period Tracker. Okay, so you can see there's some cycle stuff here. Let's see what this is. Period analysis, your average cycle length. Okay. Cycle settings, so you can set some reminders when you might be ovulating. You can add your symptoms here. And this one looks really basic. This is a very basic period tracker. So yeah, so just be aware that there might be a couple of things in here for a young person that might not be relevant to them just yet. So, but this is a pretty basic one if you want to check it out. The one I'm going to look at first is called Flow. All right, why are you tracking your cycle? I want to know when my period is coming. And then you can see some of the other choices here. Might be for a woman that's, sexually active as well. So you see here, to improve sex life, to see how my chances of pregnancy changes through my cycle. Okay, so we have some adult stuff in here. Learn how to orgasm, make masturbation work for me. Okay, manage symptoms and moods, spot signs, decode my discharge. Okay, so lots of questions in here. This is a very thorough app. So I think that's good. And you can get an idea of what this app is about. If it looks like something that would be helpful for you, or the young person in your life, but definitely some adult elements to it. So this would be somebody who is sexually active, perhaps in college, trying to better understand their body and how their cycle might affect their sex life as well. So, all right, that's it. This one is called Spot On. So the first thing it wants to know is, when did your last period start? How long is your cycle length? It's kind of around here. Okay, so this is just going to calculate when my next period should start. So sometime around August 12th. And you can set up fertility predictions if you'd like, and log your first activity. Did you get your period today? Birth control, mood, body, Okay, this might be affiliated with Planned Parenthood. It looks like they, you can set up appointments here. You could talk to a health educator. That's kind of nice. There's some frequently asked questions in here about birth control. Let's see how this works. If your periods are irregular. Looks like a great one for a college student as well. Okay, so this one here is called Clover. Okay, so to pay for this for 1 year is $50 and it's $12.99 a month. And I think they give you like a week free or something like that. This is a very detailed app. This is the Clover app. There's a lot in here. You can see you have sex and pleasure, planning a pregnancy, pain and support. There were a lot of questions that this app asked me about my symptoms during my period and all sorts of things. So this would be an app I would recommend for an adult woman who's tracking all this stuff and who wants to learn more about her cycle and her body, and because this also can help someone get pregnant, and there's a lot of more detailed stuff in here. So this probably isn't the right app for a newly menstruating child. So this app is called Always You, and it's made by Procter & Gamble, the Always pads. Okay, log or edit your periods to get accurate predictions. So pink dots indicate your period length. The first pink dot indicates your period start date, which is also your cycle start date. And then they have a section called Wellness, kind of some calming things. It's nice. Interesting. I think it looks great. Helping your teen understand their period, talk about bladders, how to talk to your partner about birth control. I mean, these would be things that they would need to know soon. So I think this is a great app. I'm here to do a review on cycles. It's asking if I want to track my period, trying to conceive, track my pregnancy, follow partner cycles. Here you can turn off or on different things here. So you can take off the ovulation days if that's not something you are tracking. So if you're setting it up for a partner or looking for a partner, I wonder, you could probably do that as a parent as well. There's a premium feature here. When it's your period days, I guess those are red. Okay. And then green days, I guess there's nothing to worry about. Maybe the blue here. Okay. Estimated ovulation date on a 28-day cycle. And then here's days. The yellow, I guess, represents PMS days. Under insights, you can see what phase you're in your ovulation cycle. If you want to track any of this stuff for fertility, if somebody is on the birth control pill or trying to get pregnant, there's articles here. Looks like more comes out with the paid version here as well, but it's pretty, what you need, pretty basic here. If you do the non-paid version, you could probably keep it pretty simple for your young person. Go ahead and check it out. This period tracker app, it's 28Co. So it asks some questions about symptoms. Okay, let's see. How would you rate your menstrual pain every month? Okay. Do you struggle with any of these hormonal imbalances? No. What are your primary fitness goals? What are your nutrition goals? You put your age. Let's just select an age. It's not correct, but that's okay. Put in your height. Put in your weight. Whatever, right? Okay, so are you on any birth control methods? So this one's getting into some more detail. Let's say we're not. And please select the start date of your last period. Okay, I got my period last week. I think, maybe with this one, it has some more advanced stuff. So I would say this would be better for someone who is in college or a young woman who, maybe even is having some health conditions, right? So it says some questions here about some of your goals. So if someone's, working on any of these things or has PMDD or PCOS, endometriosis, those kinds of things. Anyways, I hope that was helpful, and check it out if you liked it and you want to use it yourself. Okay, here is the health app. I'm in my health app on my phone, and in here there's a section that says cycle tracking. So if you see here at the top, right under favorites, cycle tracking is something you can add to your account. And here, these are some of the different data pieces that it can collect for you. So you can enter in when your period was. So you would say had flow, no flow, light, medium, or heavy. You can also select your symptoms. So if somebody wanted to track, what was going on with their body, there's a list of symptoms here. There's also an ovulation test result, progesterone test result, pregnancy test result, cervical mucus quality, your temperature. So this is kind of like stuff if somebody was trying to predict when they were ovulating and probably likely trying to get pregnant, or using a natural family planning method in order to not get pregnant. Okay, so the last section has spotting. Now, the thing is if they don't go into it, all the different pages, they could just say, my period, I had flow and it was medium, and that's it. Okay, and then you go up here and you would actually put in how many days it was. So it's predicting for 5. I think I can go, here's where you would go, and you can turn off notifications. Okay, so see here, there's cycle log. This is some other stuff that the health app collects too. So just something to keep in mind when you're finding one that might work for yourself or for your child or newly menstruating, child, right? And you could literally export a PDF for your doctor. How cool is that? So anyways, this is the health app. So I think that's helpful to kind of take a look at and see if something simple like that would work for your family. Okay, this period tracker app, this had the 28 logo kind of in the middle of it for the period tracker. So are you currently on your period? I'm going to say no. When was your last period? Get started then. Okay. Are you trying to get pregnant? No. All right, swipe up for your journal. Let's see here. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, thoughts for the day. You can say if you're intimate or spotting, flow symptoms. I wonder if you can turn that off. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you can log intercourse in here. You can log your temperature and your weight, I guess, too. Okay, your mood. How are you feeling certain days? Okay, medication. You can log any medication. Okay, what else? All right, so this says when you're on your period. So the predicted dates will have a little triangle in the corner there. Here's a list view. Okay, this looks like a really basic app. It looks like it could be, designed more for younger people. The only thing is it has the intimacy thing, and it says protected or unprotected. That's the only thing for that. Okay, period log, premium upgrade. You can change your theme. You can sync it to your calendar, set reminders. You can set a passcode. That's interesting. Enable health kit. I don't know what that is. It gives permission to the health app, it looks like. Yeah, it just seems pretty simple. This looks like it could be a pretty good app for a newly menstruating child or young person. So yeah, it's pretty basic though. Maybe it's not my favorite app that I've looked at so far, but it'll do the trick if you set up all the settings and send alerts and whatnot. So check this one out. See if that's one that you want to use yourself or for someone you love.